Hi, I'm Kathleen Kohm. I'm here with this week's Order of the Sea Athlete of the Week, Brian Weisbecker. He is a third year on the swimming and diving team, economics major, and recently declared Spanish minor. So Brian, this past weekend, the Maroon swimming and diving team had a great three-day meet at the Phoenix Fall Classic. Both teams combined for 2 school records, 3 pool records, and 38 NCAA B cut times. So can you maybe talk a little bit about this and what's the impact of these on the rest of the season?
Absolutely, yeah. This past weekend, the invite was really critical for us to see that we still have the capacity to swim at the level that we did last year. So a lot of those B cuts, which are qualification times that won't absolutely get you into the national swim meet, but if there's, I think it's like 15 or so people, they can only take a certain amount of B cuts, and that can be what gets you to nationals. So those are really critical to hit early on in the season, so that when we do our final shave and taper for the conference meet, then we'll really see some fast times and people improve even beyond that. So with the records and the B cuts, I think it was just a great statement for our team to know we have that ability again like last year, and that we have the talent and times to push us farther up in the top 10.
Right. So you're still really early on in your season. What's led to you guys' success so far?
I think the team is really pushing itself. We sort of started off this year a little rocky. We were up against one of the top 3 teams at the beginning of the season as our first dual meet, and I think we were like 2 or 3 weeks in, and we really struggled there, and they got to a point where they weren't even counting their swims anymore against us for the point differential. And then we had the dual meet against Wheaton, and I think a lot of people were even sort of down on themselves because they didn't see themselves swimming at the level that they were accustomed to before, like last season, or when they came in, like they're a freshman coming in from club swimming or high school swimming. So I think people, they just got fired up at the meet. There was a lot of electricity, and
Because of you, right?
not because of me. It was more people were seeing some of these B cuts. Melissa Bischoff's swim in the 100 back was just outstanding, and would have got our top 8 at nationals. And swims like that people saw that and really put that into themselves and tried to match that. We had Karen Chu swim one of our fastest times in 3 years, and it's those swims that get everyone else fired up and just ready to achieve things that maybe earlier on in the season they weren't able to.
Right. And now I know you said it was not because of you, but you bring so many intangible aspects to your team. You've been injured quite a bit the past few years. But what's allowed you to stay so positive despite all that you've had to go through?
I don't know that I'm always so positive. I guess I come across positive in these settings and at meets, but overall my team and my friends have really been a good source of support for me. I've been injured now for 2 seasons with my elbow surgeries and now hip surgery, and those have been pretty destructive for me in terms of my confidence in myself and my ability to just overcome issues like this. But I always go back to my friends and even my family and just my teammates and reach out to them and try to still engage with them, whether it's coaching or just showing up to meets and just trying to in some way help the team, even though I can no longer do it in the pool, at least for this season. And seeing some people enjoy that and benefiting from that is really what helps me stay a little bit more positive, because I can see, despite whatever's going on there, I have something to contribute.
Right. Well, it's cool that you both feed off each other's support, because I know they appreciate your support. So finally, what are you most looking forward to the rest of this season?
Ooh, I am very excited for our conference meet. We lost to Emory by 3.5 points last year, and it was a very interesting situation because the meet was split up because of weather issues. We couldn't fly out to Georgia. So we swam, actually, I believe it was at Case, and we swam terrifically, and we showed that we were right up there with Emory, or at least we were last year, and I think they won our the conference meet since the UA began, since they were in it, and I think this might be the year where we finally can turn the tables and show that they don't have the monopoly on that first place spot, and that Chicago's here to stay as one of the top powers in our conference and then nationally. And I'm excited to see us get near the top 5 national spot in the next few years.
Great. Thanks so much, Brian, for your time. Good luck the rest of this season. The other Order of the C Athlete of the Week nominees were Tyler Howard from the men's basketball team and Michael Frasco from men's cross country. Good luck to wrestling, who is at Wheaton College on this Wednesday. And also men's basketball has a home game this Wednesday at 8 p.m. against Wheaton. So you all should come to that. And they're also on the road at Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday.